It's like I'm waiting, like I'm watching you for love, dreams where I'm fading.
So it's going to be an epic day. I'm such a fan of this sport. That's the number one thing I can say right now is that this is a true team we have here at Canucks.
Let's go, baby.
All the talking, wasting all your time. I've given all that I've
Made that up.
Only the Red Juniors, okay?
Okay,
You're going to go through some balls with the Red Juniors, okay?
When you airball it like you have been. What's that? What is that? Coors Light, chill, cool, nice and blue.
Coors Light to the
Hammer
dorm.
time. Dude, what a disgrace! I couldn't find my jersey. What a disgrace! That's literally. All right, I'll drink with you then. Well, so what happened here is we had a bet on the game. Losing team has to shotgun.
Whoever had the most good of fun.
But like, since we really hate shotgunning so much, Connor Burns was like, you know what? I'll shotgun with you guys just to make this even more fun. Like, what did I say? We are a big, happy family. Canuck Marco, baby. Come on. Yeah. Shoo!
4 heats in pro men's surf. First heat we got world champion Tyler Stewart going. I like his heat. He's going to be setting some frontside and backside tricks. Lots of body varial combinations. Really looking forward to seeing his run. He's one of the most stylish riders in the world. Second heat we got young Turner Gabers, kind of our rookie candidate here. Future world champion, I think. He just spent a couple of days with me up in Canada doing some training, getting used to that nautique wave. He has got some different stuff that nobody's doing, and we'll kind of break that down later. Last heat of the day, we got 5-time world champion Connor Burns. Always love watching Burnsy ride. So consistent, so amped out, so stylish. He's in a big heat too. He's got Joey Harris, who I've got much respect for, and Jet.
To be free.
Hey everyone, I'm Keiko and I'm from Japan, and I want to say something. What's up, dog?
And I feel it now. Want this forever. And I feel it now. You make me shiver. And I feel it now. Want this forever.
You got the Canuck boys out here, they're throwing down.
You make me shiver. And I feel it now. Want this forever. Can you feel it now? You make me shiver.
All right, we made it to Georgia. We had to start this trip off by a little 18
golfing.
holes, Callaway Gardens, Lakeview course.
Hey there, darling, won't you love me down? I'm 51 miles out in interstate town. I just decided I ain't keeping quiet and I'm free. I lost my family to a bad disease. I got a mean gene in my family tree. It grows in grandfather and his daughters and me.
Unbelievable run for Tyler Stewart in semis. I'm gonna get his last 2 tricks because sometimes your eyes can't even keep up to what this guy's doing. Dude, what the F?
Hold on tight, 'cause I'll be working overtime. They told me that I couldn't and I shouldn't even try.
My name is Ava Stewart and I'm from Minnesota.
I'm Tyler Stewart. I'm from Lake Minnetonka, Minnesota.
My name is Cassidy Gale. I'm from Michigan.
My name is Connor Burns from Phoenix, Arizona.
My name is Lily Anderson and I'm from Kelowna, BC, Canada. I started competing about 5 years ago.
And what has been your favorite competition you've ever been to?
Honestly, the favorite competition I would have to say is the Canuck Summit that we had in Canada for the past 2 years, because it's not like other competitions and it's just super fun to keep on sharing the stove with everyone on the
Sharing the
boat.
experience.
Yeah.
And on top of that, what is it like being on Team Canuck?
I know we always say this, but Canucks like family, and I think the coolest thing about it is even if we're competing against each other, we'll cheer each other on and just always hope for the best for each other.
Yeah, and as we know in the wake surfing world, there's so many different board brands, but what makes Team Canuck so much different?
I think the main thing, besides just the boards being the best in the business, is that we have the most insane designs out of anyone, and we have so many different cool options that you can choose from.
Yeah, so kind of tying back into what it's like being on Team Canuck, but what is your favorite memory from being on the team?
Ooh, the favorite memory from being on Canuck is probably when we all came to Canada for the first time and we went cliff jumping at this super cool lake.
Yeah, Lake Kalamaka.
Lake Kalamaka.
Lake
yeah.
Kalamaka. Okay, so kind of moving away from that, we're going to move into more about the sport. How do you stay motivated and continue to push your limits?
Ooh, good question. I think seeing what other people are doing, especially on social media or at competitions, really pushes us to like try and learn better tricks or get more consistent. I think that staying motivated is it can be hard sometimes, especially in competitions when like you're battling the mental of competing and everything, because you never know what's going to happen once you get out there. But I think what helps me is probably just like hanging out with everyone at the competitions and not making it too serious.
Yeah, for sure, yeah. So if you had to change something in competitive wake surfing, what would you change?
I would say that just making the sport have more awareness and like just growing the sport for as many people to know about as possible, just to give the riders more opportunities and everything from it.
Yeah, so kind of adding on to talking about the growth of the sport, what do you think the future of the sport looks like?
Ooh, I hope we go to the Olympics, because that would be so sick.
Olympics or X Games, something
Yeah,
on a
X
worldwide
Games.
scale.
Yeah.
Okay, so finishing this off, what are your final thoughts on Team Canuck and just in general the sport of wake surfing?
Final thoughts. It's just been such a great ride being on Team Canuck. I joined, not too long ago, I don't even know when, but
Yeah, a couple years ago maybe?
Yeah, from when I joined Team Canuck and when I started wake surfing, I just had met so many amazing people and gotten so many cool opportunities from it, and I would not change it for the world.
Well, Canuck loves you, Ava.
Yeah.
I started wake surfing back in like 2017, and then I didn't turn pro until 2020, so I've been competing in pro for 4 years now.
And when you turned pro, what was the best competition you ever attended?
Well, the best one would have been 2020 Worlds. That was the first time at World Championships for pro, and then I ended up coming out on top. So that was definitely the most fun competition for me.
Was that one of your first pro wins?
No, I actually went. I did pretty good throughout the season. I probably had 5 pro wins going into that competition.
Oh, so you dominated that year.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, so what is it like being on Team Canuck?
Team Canuck's the best. Team Canuck is by far the most fun group of wake surfers, and it's great to be able to have this group of friends come to all the competitions and see everyone, surf with everyone. We've gotten a lot closer over these past couple years, and it's definitely just the most family-like team in all of wake surfing.
And as we know, there's so many different board companies in wake surfing, but what makes Canuck so different from the others?
I would say just the whole vibe of our team, and we all go to these competitions and we're competing against a lot of our friends and fellow riders, so it takes a lot of the stress off, makes it a lot more of an uplifting environment. And yeah, we all just are very passionate about our board designs every year, and just getting together with the team and building that kind of connection. So that for me is the best part.
All right, so going kind of into the vibes of Canuck, what would be your favorite memory you've had from being on the team?
Oh God, favorite memory? I'm gonna have to look through my Snapchat memories. So favorite memory, I would say at the Canuck Throwdown, we had all the riders in Canada. We had 2 boats going back and forth, and a bunch of boats tied up watching all of us. So my idea was, I'm just gonna get on the jet ski and have my dad whip me into the wave over and over, and I was just coming in, pushing the other riders out, just causing a show for everyone to see. It was pretty fun.
Just stomping tricks too after, eh?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so kind of moving away from the Canuck side of things, we're gonna get into the sport. How do you stay motivated and continue to push your limits?
I would say the other riders in the pro division keep me on my toes, so I mean I can't just stop surfing because I see all the other riders out there getting better, so that keeps me working hard. And then just landing new tricks is the best feeling ever, so I'm always trying to see what else I can do on the wave and try and improve the sport.
Nice. So for the motivation side, is it more like you set goals that you want to complete every year, or do you just kind of work into what you want to achieve?
Yeah, I used to set goals and have like tricks I wanted to land by the end of the year, but now I'm pretty consistent with a lot of the tricks, so I just like going out freestyling, trying new combos, seeing if there's any weird new maneuvers that I can try and land. So yeah, I don't have that many goals besides just winning competitions.
Yeah, and we do know you have some of the weirdest combos in the sport.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy to watch. Okay, so moving into the competitive side of wake surfing, if you had the chance to change something, what would it be?
Yeah, I guess I would say it'd be nice to see a bunch of riders having some more creative runs. We see a lot of just normal rotations, backside, you know, not much switch or any of these technical tricks, which I think there's only so much that we're going to be able to do on a wake surf wave, and if we're just doing the same style of tricks all the time, it's not very interesting to watch. So I want to see riders just implementing some new stuff in their runs and trying to improve the sport that way.
Yeah, that's a good one. So when you look at the future of wake surfing, what do you see? Like what do you think it's gonna look like hopefully in 5 to 10 years from now?
Yeah, so 5 to 10 years from now, I mean, it's hard to say because 5 years ago the tricks and the pro division was not anywhere near where it is today. Like it got insanely good the past couple years. So it's hard to say how much more people can do on the wave, but I think there's definitely a lot of improvement, and we're all gonna start landing some even crazier tricks. But yeah, it'd be nice to see just some bigger sponsors kind of pushing the sport more into the actual media. Olympics would be awesome to see. Yeah, just try and expand it out and make it more accessible to everyone.
Okay, to finish this off, I just want to ask one more question. Just some final thoughts on Canuck and the sport of wake surfing.
Yeah, so I mean, Canuck, our boss Eric, he's the best. He has a huge heart for wake surfing, so it's pretty fun to be around that energy. And yeah, the whole team looks out for each other, encourages everyone at the competitions, keeping everyone on their toes. And yeah, it's just a great community to be involved in.
right, well, thanks, Stu.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, bro.
Let's go.
Let's go. What is it like being on Team Canuck?
It's honestly so fun. We're all just best friends. Bridget and Eric are like another set of parents to me. We all just have so much fun together, so it's great.
So in the world of wake surfing, there's a lot of different board companies, but what makes Canuck so much more special than the other brands?
Probably just going back to like how we're all so close. You look at like other, as far as the teams, like you look at other board companies' teams, and yeah, they're like, they get along and everything, but we're all like so tight knit and just, we support each other through everything, especially on like the competition side of things, so.
Yeah, so what would be your favorite memory then with being on Canuck? I know there's probably a lot, but if you could just pick one.
Probably last year at the Rider Summit, just because that's when everybody started like really getting to know each other, and we were really able to like hang out and
Really build some connections.
yeah.
So moving away from the Canuck side of things, we're going to talk a little bit about you. How do you stay motivated and continue to push your limits in the sport?
I feel like the thing that keeps me the most motivated is watching all of the younger like generation move up into the sport. I mean, they're doing tricks, even harder tricks that I can do now, and they're like 10 years old. So it's like you have to stay on top of things if you want to progress with the sport. So I feel like that's the biggest thing that keeps me motivated.
Do you have certain goals you set, or?
Yeah, I think just, I like at the start of every season, just to have goals of whatever tricks I want to learn. And then obviously just like a ton of practice that goes into that, and trying as hard as possible to make it happen. So.
Yeah, so moving into the competitive side of things, if there was something that you could change in wake surfing in the competitive side, what would it be?
I would love to see the sport progress and just like continue to get bigger and bigger. Obviously it's still pretty new and it's really small, but it would be great to even see it like progress into like the X Games or, you know, something like that.
The worldwide stage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with that being said, what do you think the future in 5 to 10 years do you see wake surfing going to? Okay, just to finish this off with a final question, if you could give me some final thoughts on Canuck and the sport of wake surfing.
I'm super thankful to be a part of Canuck and to even have like had my journey throughout wake surfing. I feel like it's taught me so much. Just throughout like everything that I've used in wake surfing, I can apply that to my life outside of wake surfing, and yeah, I'm so thankful to be a part of this team and to have such close friends, and yeah.
Well, thank you, Cassidy.
I've been wake surfing since 2016. I think my favorite was Hong Kong. I love it out there. It's super fun. The venue was great. It was a good time, and it was something different. So I think that was my favorite. I think my favorite part about being on Team Canuck is that we're all just such good friends, and it's always a good time when we go out to all the different events and stuff. So the photo shoots are fun, the competitions are fun, and we all just get along really well. So I think the thing that makes Canuck different is that we're always, as a team, going to all the different events and stuff, and just having a good time. And yeah, it's not like work. It's just like we're having fun and getting paid to do it and having a good time. One of my favorite memories with Canuck is probably like Japan. Like first time we went to Japan all as a group. It was so much fun. I mean, just experiencing all the different things for the first time, and the sushi, and going out to all the fun restaurants, and it's definitely a good like team bonding experience. So that's probably number one on the list. I stay motivated just by seeing the competition that's out there. There's so much competition now, just pushing the boundaries of the sport, and there's so much different styles of riding, and it's fun to see. And it's fun to see kind of the sport progress. If there's one thing I would change about the competitive wake surfing is just how we get athletes paid. I feel like athletes in the industry, it's kind of gone downhill versus it used to be on the uptrend. And I feel like now it's just nothing really benefits the riders. So I feel like there needs to be someone that can just help us and like maybe have a big sponsor step in and then see where it can kind of guide the industry. I think the future of wake surfing is someone's gonna figure it out, the way to make competitions fun to watch, fun to be at, and kind of, like I said again, push the sport. Someone's got to do it differently. I feel like the way that we've been doing it is we've kind of reached this plateau. So I feel like someone's got to be different, and I don't know what that is yet, but I think it'll get there. I think someone will figure it out, and I'm really excited to be a part of it. At the end of the day, I think wake surfing has obviously made me a better person. It's taught me so much, and the people that I've met are awesome. It's crazy, all these people from all over the place. You meet them, and it's just crazy how you get along so well because you all have something in common. So that's probably got to be the best part about it, are the friends you meet, the skills you learn, and the opportunities that arise. Like the cool places you get to travel. We've been to Hong Kong, Japan, France. I go to Canada all the time, like all over the countries, and it's such a cool experience. So yeah, I would recommend wake surfing to anybody. It's definitely created the person I am today.
Kanuk is very family oriented, especially for me coming from the family who owns it. It's very special for us to be able to build a lifelong dream of ours, expanding our company into something that's become worldwide, and building a family and friendships is really, really special. So being part of Kanuk is being part of a family.
As we know in wake surfing, there's so many different brands, so many different board companies, but why is Kanuk so different?
I think the reason why we're so different is because of our team and how we all get along, and it's not so serious for us. We really are able to have fun whether we're on the top of the podium or we don't make it there at all. Like, we're always having a really good time together, and I think that's the main difference between our team and others.
Yeah, and adding on to that, what would be your favorite memory from being on the Team Kanuk?
I think my favorite memory is our first Kanuk Rider Throwdown that we did last summer in Kelowna. It was really fun to bring our team and our international riders to Canada and show them our home lake, show them our shop, have a good time together. That was probably one of my favorite memories so far.
So moving away from that, more into your sport, how do you stay motivated and continue to push your limits in the sport and progress the sport into new levels every year?
I think the main thing for me is that I just have to remember that it's all about having fun, and as soon as you're not having fun, you need to take a step back and think, why am I not? But I honestly do think that having such good friendships in this sport has made it that much easier for me to go to these events and take the pressure off myself and just have fun. I mean, I get more nervous for people riding than myself.
Yeah, so it's all about having fun. Mm-hmm. So what would you change in the competitive wake surfing if you had the ability to do something?
I think definitely a different judging system would help us. I think we need to go over the basics of, what tricks are harder than the others, but it's still a growing sport, so there's lots that we need to change.
Yeah. So with the growing of the sport, what do you think the future of wake surfing looks like?
I mean, I would hope that one day that wake surfing could go to the X Games or to the Olympics and be something that's broadcast more than just a live stream on YouTube, because I think it really is a cool sport and people don't understand that it is something that spectators can watch and go to, and the events are fun, and it's not just about the wake surfing, it's about the boats that are sponsoring it and meeting people and bringing together a community. So right now it's still pretty small, but I would hope that one day it can be something that is recognized by everyone.
The world. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So on the last question here, what are your final thoughts on the Team Kanuk and in general the sport of wake surfing?
Well, once again, because it's my family's business, wake surfing is literally my life, and I was thinking 5 years ago what other jobs I would have to be doing in the future, and now I can kind of just focus on what I like to do, and I wake up every day and I'm doing something that I love, and wake surfing and Kanuk has really given that to me, and I'm very, very lucky to be doing something that I love every day.
All right, we made it to Georgia. We had to start this trip off by a little 18
golfing.
holes, Callaway Gardens, Lakeview course.
Hey there, darling, won't you love me down? I'm 51 miles out in interstate town. I just decided I ain't keeping quiet and I'm free. I lost my family to a bad disease. I got a mean gene in my family tree. It grows in grandfather and his daughters and me.
Unbelievable run for Tyler Stewart in semis. I'm gonna get his last 2 tricks because sometimes your eyes can't even keep up to what this guy's doing. Dude, what the F?
On tight, 'cause I'll be working overtime. They told me that I couldn't and I shouldn't even try.